us. A St. Paul police officer fired for using excessive force during an arrest is getting his job back.
That announcement came on the same day the St. Paul City Council approved a $2 million settlement for the man injured during the arrest. Police released squad car video from the night that Officer Brett Palkowich was seen kicking Frank Baker Jr. after a K-9 had subdued him. The department fired Palkowich and suspended the K-9 officer for 30 days. Here's WCCO's Reg Chapman.
The video showed officers arriving in St. Paul on reports of a man with a gun. It showed a K-9 officer taking down Frank Baker and Officer Brett Palkowich kicking the man while he was down. It was later determined that Baker was an innocent bystander.
This officer arrives on the scene and is presented with what he's presented with.
Federation attorney Chris Wackler says Officer Palkowich reacted properly to what he was told about the situation.
The K-9 has been deployed on a subject that matches the description of the person that was supposed to have the firearm. So as far as this officer is concerned and has to be concerned, this is the person and this person has a gun.
Wackler says the arbitrator believed this incident caught on tape could have been avoided.
As we've said from the beginning, and as the arbitrator has now agreed, if he would have just complied, none of this would have happened.
The arbitrator said Palkowich faced a tense, uncertain, and rapidly evolving situation with an uncooperative individual. Court documents say Baker had a cocktail of narcotics in his system that may have played a role in his decision to not comply to the demand of officers to leave the car with his hands in the air.
No one wanted to see Mr. Baker hurt in this situation. No one's happy about the fact that he's injured, that he had broken ribs, that he had leg injuries from the dog.
Chief Todd Axtell said in a statement, "While I respect the process, I remain disappointed that an officer used excessive force, put his colleague's safety in jeopardy, and severely injured an innocent man, and I stand by my decision to hold everyone in our department to the highest possible standards." Now, St. Paul's Police Federation says this decision is the second in 3 years overturning a police chief's decision to terminate an officer. The arbitrator says Palkowich's termination should be reduced to 30-day suspension without pay. Chief Axtell says the department will move on knowing that one incident does not define the St. Paul Police Department or its officers. Palkowich is expected back in uniform soon, Frank.
All right. Thanks, Reg.